Look at me go. I'm actually on time today. I mean, it's 12:02, whatever. I'm on time. We have Lilith and Princess KK. Mudita, welcome. Brenda. And yeah, okay, all right. Hello, everybody. Hope you've all had a really good week. And I know I have. I've been really busy, but it's been good. Hope you guys have had a good weekend as well. I know I have. I got to go and see my family yesterday. Someone in my family had a pretty big milestone birthday, and so that was fun. So we had a nice, like a 60th birthday party lunch, and we had more people than I even expected. We had like cousins out of the extended family who lived like 3 hours away came to visit. It was so much fun. All right. Oh, I love that you girls in the moderators are like already on it. Like, go here, link here, like, sub, you know, all that. I appreciate it, really do. All right. And I found my microphone today. Yeah. Because last week I couldn't find my microphone, and it was kind of a pain in the ass. And do you want to know where I left it? It was in my closet, in my bedroom. I know that seems like a good or a weird place for it to go, but there's a reason. There was a reason for that. So I work on a budget here, a very tight budget, and as a result, my homemade recording studio is in my closet in my room. And I had brought my microphone in there, and of course left it, and for a week, not even noticing or remembering that it was in there, and then, you know, but we're here. We got all our shit together today. All right. Ooh, I also have some more interesting news. I'm going to wait till a few more people get into the chat. But it has to do with some of these, my new bracelets. Well, I think once we have about 10 people in the chat, then I'll get into what this interesting news is regarding my otter spirit bracelets. We have 9. And we gotta have 10 people in the chat and 10 thumbs up, and then I'll tell you where you can get these and more about them. In the meantime, I'm very happy to see, oh, holy crap. Okay, we went from 9 to 19. So, all right, okay. All right, this is what we're doing. These are my bracelets. This is a sponsored segment, full disclosure, okay? I gotta pay bills too, you know. These are the Otter Spirit Protection Bundle. The shiny silvery one is hematite. Our shiny black one is black tourmaline. And our more matte looking one is lava rock. And I love this. This is from, yeah, it is from their Protection and Balance package. The cool thing about Otter Spirit is that you can get like jewelry bundles. It's not just bracelets, but I am like a huge bracelet girl, so I always go for these. But they have different bundles based on different intentions that you want to set when you wear these. So these are the protective bundle. And yeah, the hematite, the black tourmaline, and the lava rock are all well known to have protective properties. Now, I always think of these things, you know, crystals and jewelry and stuff. They're all tools when it comes to like the magic practice. It's your intention that's the real power here. But I like having these because I look at them, I feel them, and I'm just reminded that, hey, I'm protected and I am grounded and I'm safe. Now, the link to Otter Spirit's online store is in the description, and full disclosure again, it is an affiliate link, but you get a discount. I can't remember what percent discount. It'll tell you on the site. You get a slight discount on your order, and then I actually make a little bit in commission. So the discount helps you, the commission helps me, everybody's happy. I chose to continue with my partnership with Otter Spirit because, well, I think their stuff is really good quality. I got their, I think it was their like prosperity bundle or abundance bundle. And those are the orange and brown bracelets that I almost always wear on my channel. And I got those months ago and they are still in fantastic shape. I also really like with Otter Spirit that I'm reading the back of their card here, okay, because this stuff is kind of hard for me to just ad-lib. $1 per product has been donated to protect wild sea otters in collaboration with ocean wildlife organizations in Monterey Bay, California. So the discount helps you, the affiliate commission helps me, and Otter Spirit helps the otters. And I think everybody wins, especially the otters. So there's that. That's our sponsored segment. Thank you to everybody who stuck around for that. Let's get into the tarot. All right. I was thinking of doing, individual readings, but maybe collective readings too, if that's something you want. And just a reminder to everybody that I don't always do the questions in the chat in order. So even if you did ask first, if I don't see your question, I don't see it, right? And it is up to my discretion what I choose to read on and what I don't, okay? So it's not anything personal. Super Burl Boy Roy says, I'm dying. Hi, dying. I'm Sienna. Nice to meet you. And yes, Lilith, thank you for putting that in the chat as well. Reminder that I am not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a financial planner, I'm not a business advisor. Tarot readings are not a replacement for legitimate professional advice, but I can help you get personal guidance and spiritual advice, spiritual perspective on your situation based on the energies where things are right now. Entertainment purposes only, because it's important to Google, I guess, that I make that distinction. Anyway, let's jump in. And yes, thank you, Lilith. Please post your question only once and don't spam. If you spam me, I will ignore you. I've worked with children for years and years and years, and they do a similar thing. Miss Sienna, Miss Sienna, Miss Sienna. And it's like, you be patient. I'm not going to reward your impatience. Okay? All right. Sorry, I shouldn't be saying like that I'm going to treat you guys like children. I'm not. I'm just saying that's my experience with how I handle impatient people. All right. Hey, Slay says, I'd like to know about my week ahead. You know what? Can we actually, I might tweak this a little bit. I'm thinking of doing a collective reading for the week ahead, if that is okay. And then, if anything like in particular comes up that resonates with you, then that is fan-friggin-tastic. And then Ananya, yes, you can post your question. Go ahead. All right. So let's just start with this collective for the week ahead. That's from today is what, the 23rd of February. And then I think a week from now is March 1st. I'm pretty sure we're already getting into springtime, almost. Oh, thank God, I'm so over the winter. But yeah, collective messages, Spirit, for us. I'm shuffling my cards right now. The deck we're using today is the One World Tarot. The link to that is in the description as well. Princess KK says that the trees are blooming where she is. That is awesome. We won't start getting leaves and stuff until about late April. So I'm happy for you that where you are, you're starting to see the trees come back to life. Ah. Okay. Someone said, hello, baby turkey. I don't know if they're calling me a baby turkey or if they're saying hello, baby, and they're like from Turkey. I don't know, but I got a kick out of that. That made me laugh. But anyways, we're going to get into this. We're going to pull a couple of Moonology Oracle cards. General collective reading for the week ahead from today, the 23rd of February, until the 1st of March. What do we got? Spirit, what are you going to tell us? Oh, I love starting off with this. It says, you and your loved ones are safe. And what's our next one? A new start is coming. So we and our loved ones are safe, and a new start is coming this week for us. So we're going to get into the tarot. And hang on, I'll hold these back up for you just for those who missed it. When the camera is pointing at me and not down at my table, it is pretty easy for me to just rip through the oracle cards and then just not pick them up again. So we have you and your loved ones are safe, and a new start is coming. All right, what else can we know about this week coming up, Spirit? Love this, love this. Okay, it seems funny because I'm holding up the Eight of Swords, the trapped and stuck card, and I'm saying, I love this, but it's because the new start that's coming, we're being freed from whatever this trap is. And your trap, or, you know, your Eight of Swords situation might look different than my Eight of Swords situation, and mine is going to look different than somebody else's, right? So it just seems like whatever we're going through that we've been really struggling with, or just like frustrated with, not seeing progress with, whatever, we're going to start to see some movement there. Okay, I had Page of Swords fall out, and I'll keep her, but I'm going to just pull another one alongside. Okay, with Page of Swords, I'm getting, there's something about, like it's a small realization, but it yields a big result. And I know it's going to yield a big result because we have here Nine of Pentacles with our security and having our needs met and having everything that we're required to have for whatever our particular situation is. So Spirit, what is it that we realize then that leads us to this, like, because it's an aha moment, but it's not like a big dramatic one. It's a little more subtle because it's the page. The pages are, they're smaller, or they're younger, or they're less, they have less oomph than like a king, a knight, or a queen. So this is a small, subtle aha moment. So what's that going to look like for a Spirit? Let's get more details. Okay, I'll show you what I have. Just a sec. All right. Okay, I'll take this. We'll take this. Divi is asking, can you do a private session for, yes, there's a link in the description on all of my videos and streams. My moderators can help you get connected to where you can book, okay? All right. Anyways, yeah, we're learning there was something that was being hidden from us. Knight of Cups, somebody's offering up. It's really important information, and it's something that makes us feel good knowing. Yeah, okay, you know, I'm having trouble verbalizing this, but okay. If you're familiar with The Matrix, I'm pretty sure it's just the first, I think it's the first movie. I haven't seen the movies in years. It's been so long. But you know, there's like kind of that whole reveal where it's like, do you want to learn the truth? You know, it's like, hey, this pill, you stay in the simulation. This one, you learn the real ultimate truth. We're getting the opportunity to learn the ultimate truth about something we didn't know before, something that was being deliberately hidden from us. Interesting. Interesting. And it somehow getting that information and learning that truth leads us to feeling secure and leads us to feeling like we're going to be okay and leads us to like a new beginning where we're no longer feeling trapped or oppressed. Okay, let's see. Now this can, be specific depending on your day-to-day situation, but I just want to say the feeling I'm getting, what I'm getting is it's something big. We have people in the chat asking what truth, and hang on, hold your horses. We're gonna get there, okay? I think it's what I'm picking up the energy of is something big. Like it's something people are gonna learn in the news or like in like greater media. Something that was being deliberately hidden from us. That now we're gonna find out, Spirit, what is it? On the big collective level, because I know it will vary from person to person, but on the big collective, what is this truth? I don't do political readings. However, I do feel like this kind of does have politically charged energy. There's something that people have been researching for a while. And they're like, I knew it. I knew it. And they feel vindicated. I knew it. And that paves the way for, well, we have to start over, or like we have to try something new, or like, what can we do next time? We have to do something differently next time to keep this from happening again. And it's just this like overall sense of like, I knew it. What did I tell you? I told you. It's that feeling of just, I knew I was right. I wasn't crazy. So that's interesting. I think that is really interesting. Spirit, is there anything else you can give us on that? Okay, I have the oracle cards just laying on my table, and Spirit has told me to focus on the one on the bottom. Work through your fears. It's going to be okay to work through our fears because we did see that you and your loved ones are safe and the new start was coming. We can, yeah, maybe for some people their fears, depending on where they're at, really do have something to do with like their political situation, depending on where they live. And now it's like they feel safe to question things and safe to like push for change. Brenda's like, I'll stop with the political. Like, honestly, don't worry about it. Like, it's okay to like discuss that stuff in the chat. I just personally don't like to read on that stuff. But you know what? Sometimes when I do collective readings like that, sometimes that stuff does just come in, right? So I just use my discretion. Somebody in the chat asked if it had to do with like voter suppression, and I'm very curious now. I don't know actually if it is the voter it's things not being as peachy keen as somebody wants you to believe. That's what it is. So I don't know if that has in what exact area that that is, but yeah, it's the think now. Why, Spirit? Why are you showing me movie references and movies I haven't seen in like, I don't know. I'm hearing don't look behind the curtain. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. From the Wizard of Oz. And at first they think the wizard is like this great big like all powerful super thing, and then they find out it's just a little man controlling stuff, in like a little tiny hidden area, and they realize that it really wasn't like as great as we thought. Like, it's that kind of vibe. Somebody's gonna leak something. And it's like, here's what's really going on behind the scenes. And if the general public knew, it would give us the upper hand. So there's something coming out this week. I don't know which country. I don't know specifically what. But so that's interesting, though. Hank says it would blow your mind if I told you those cards mean nothing. Would it blow your mind if I told you that your chat and your opinion means nothing to me? Cool. Anything else for the week ahead, Spirit? Because that was big. At least for the collective message, that was big. What fell out? What do we got? Again, another movie reference. Something that seems so scary when the mask is pulled back. It's not. Why? Why the movie references? Now I'm seeing Return of the Jedi, spoilers for a movie that's like 40 years old now. But, you know, Darth Vader's defeated and he asks Luke to like remove the helmet. And under the helmet is this very sickly and injured and old looking, you know, very weak and person who, without the mask, without the armor, is vulnerable and is really not as powerful as he had everybody thinking he was. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. There's somebody that wants us to be afraid of them, and then when the mask is revealed and we learn something about them, it's like, oh my God, we really, all of this just for that? So, Brenda, you might be onto something. It could be something about him. Could be. But the biggest message here, we're safe. We're safe. Our loved ones are safe. New start, beginning. It's going to be fine. It's going to be all right. All right, so we're going to move on. Linda is asking for a general reading. Sure. Give Linda a general reading. Thank you to my moderators for being so on the ball with the, I don't know, some people really are so desperate for the attention, you know, that they want, they want to make other people feel as crappy as they do or feel as insignificant as they do, but this is, you know, it's just not the way to go about it, because what they don't realize is that every rude comment, every time they come onto my stream, even if they don't say anything and they just lurk, that makes my analytics go up, and that just makes me appear to more and more and more people. It's like that creature from Hercules. They, you know, try and chop off one head and 3 grow back in its place. So, Linda, sorry, we went off track there. Let's get back to Linda's general reading. So Linda's oracle message, there are 2. We have the first one for you, Linda, is your commitment is being tested. We can look more into that in a second. The second one we have is look at the bigger picture. So let's clarify some of these then. I'm going to just do some tarot cards for this one that was saying your commitment is being tested. So in what way? I'm hearing patience. It's not just the commitment, like your patience is being tested. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, okay. Also, I'm with Queen of Wands. There's something about your commitment to your craft. So if you do any kind of like, when I say your craft, it doesn't have to literally mean arts and crafts. It can be like the work that you do. It can be the, like any hobbies that you have. Maybe you are an artist or a writer, or you make music or something. There's just this like this commitment to your craft is being tested. It sounds so corny, and I'm so sorry for the corny cheesiness, but it's like your belief in yourself is being tested, because I'm also seeing just an image flash of the the solar plexus chakra. That's your center for, the energetic center, I should say, for your self-worth and your personal power and your self-esteem and your confidence. Let's look at look at the bigger picture message. Yeah, somebody is going to somebody big, it's somebody influential is going to take notice of this work that you're doing. Because whatever it is, you've been working really hard, and you're kind of getting to the point maybe where you're like, I'm tired. I don't know if this is worth doing anymore, because maybe there's nobody really even cares, or like no one's going to notice it anyway, or well, it's not as good as, this and this person's thing, whatever. But you would be wrong in thinking that. The bigger picture, Spirit, what else can we get about, like, what is the bigger picture here for Linda? Love this. I love this. I love this. Okay. Whatever it is that you're doing and the beauty that you create, it's all about the emotional connection that your art or your creations have, the emotional effect it has on people, but yeah, the emotional connection that your art or your whatever your work has with people, and how it resonates and how it makes people feel seen. It makes people feel, I'm getting the word blessed. It makes people feel validated, and it makes people happy. Whatever it is you're doing makes people happy, and it makes them feel better. You were put here to create and to, I'm seeing like to channel beauty. Spirit, you're giving me weird mental images today, but you know what? I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna go with it. Think about an essential oils diffuser, or like a humidifier, or whatever. And every once in a while the vapor will push out and it'll make your house smell good. Spirit wants you to think of yourself as like the diffuser, okay? And what you're put here to do is to just keep putting out beauty. Am I making sense? I feel like I'm not making sense. But yeah, you're there to just like, what is this, Spirit? Be the echo, be the reflection of spiritual beauty, and be the echo of this beauty and of this energy. And it's through whatever it is that you do or that you create. Pierre says, I spirit vape all the time. It's funny. So yeah, I love this. You're reaching people. Whatever it is that you make or that you do, it is important, and people care, and there is absolutely beauty and purpose, and just there's just, I'm so happy for you. You were put here to create beauty, to share beauty, and to receive and enjoy life, to receive the beauty, to receive the happiness, to receive the emotional connection, and to connect emotionally with others. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Linda. I need water. I have been talking for half an hour straight. And it could be one of these things that maybe doesn't make sense like 100% right now, but as time goes on, you might kind of, oh, okay, that's what that meant, or you'll see it unfold gradually. Hello to Sunflower, welcome back. And to everybody else who's just joined. Tony has a question. Tony is asking, will there be any extra income coming to our household soon? It's getting tough. Yep. And I sympathize. I can understand. It seems like it's like everywhere you go, it's tough. People are struggling. So let's see. Extra income for Tony. Let's do an oracle card. Okay, new start is coming. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Bottom of the deck here says a personal issue reaches resolution. So that's another good sign. We're going to keep those. We keep those. So extra income for Tony's family. I was shuffling and Seven of Pentacles flipped itself out. And I like this because there's something about you're going to soon like reap the rewards. That's what I was hearing, was reaping the rewards of something you've done a while ago and something that you've been putting lots of work and effort into. It's coming. You're going to see the results. What else? What else is there? Something that had left you quite disappointed in the past is going to be figured out. Like I'm seeing here, perhaps there were rejections. Maybe you applied for something, a job or support or whatever. And there were just rejections after rejections after rejections, and it really friggin' sucked. But we got the justice. The justice is like the things are being made right. Things are being made correct. Oh, sorry, my eye is itchy. Okay, there we go. Yeah, something is being put back into balance that was not in balance before. Now, if we want to do timing, because I was also kind of getting this too, could be perhaps in the next 4 months. Either in the next 4 months something is balanced, or something that you were rejected for 4 months ago, maybe back in question again. I'm just hearing from Spirit, all of your needs will be met. No one in your home will be hungry. No one in your home will be cold. No one in your home will be, there's just something about like nothing will be empty. You will have what you need. Yeah, okay, and I was seeing a gas gauge going from, you know, when you start your car, you can watch the needle kind of move on the gauge in some vehicles. I was seeing the image of a gas gauge and the needle goes from E to F, right? From empty to full. So this could literally be like, if the price of fuel and filling your vehicle or something like that, if that is something that's really stressful for you because it's ridiculously expensive everywhere, I totally get that. That's something that's gonna also be taken care of. Yeah, 9 of Cups, wish come true. And wow, frog in the throat today, but we're good. Satisfaction and this feeling of I have what I want. Not just having what you need, but having what you want as well. And I'm very excited for you. So it looks like things will start to pick up for you. And again, I don't give professional financial and business advice. That's not what I do, but that is what I see here, is that you will have all of your needs met. You'll have the things that you want. Something that was not fair, or you were rejected or ghosted on in the past, it's like you'll have this opportunity again to actually receive that. Okay? So that's what I have for you. Sunflower, I'm so happy that the reading we did for you last time actually like came to pass and showed up in your life in a good way. You seem very happy about it, and I'm very excited. And also Michelle, I'm really glad I know the reading was intended for Linda, but that's the beauty of these kinds of readings and streams, is that sometimes a message that is for somebody can actually really resonate with someone else. So I'm really glad that that was helpful to you. Yes, Tim is right. God will provide. Amen. Wonderful. Hey Slay is, oh yeah, because Hey Slay, I was gonna do yours like for the week, and it ended up becoming a general collective reading. So I'll do an individual one for you. Only daughter and Hey Slay. Okay, Hey Slay wants a reading about their academic stuff this week. Okay, sure. Anything for Hey Slay to know, Spirit, about their academic endeavors and their studies this week? You have to be 18 plus to get a reading on my channel. So when you're saying your academics, I assume you're talking about college or university, or that you are at least 18 years old. Because I don't feel comfortable doing readings for children or minors unless like their adult guardian is right there literally next to them. But when we're on stream, I don't know that, right? Oh, you're a master's student. Okay, yeah, no, you're grown. All right. Congrats, by the way. That is a very difficult path, but it's I think it's a very noble pursuit, and I'm very excited for you. So advice for Hey Slay's academics. Have faith in your dreams. I love seeing that one. Anything else for Hey Slay? Okay, there's again, look at the bigger picture. Yeah, and don't worry, you don't have to tell me like how old you are in the chat or anything like that. Don't. Yeah, no worries about that. But okay, have faith in your dreams and look at the bigger picture. First of all, I'm getting with like, look at the bigger picture. There's something about, in 5 years, you're going to look back on this, and the stress you're feeling now, you're going to be like thanking yourself, like your today self in the future. Future you is thanking present you for all of the work that you've been putting in and for all of the energy and the effort that you've been putting into your studies and like your studies and I'm getting like your research. Okay. I have Hangman that just fell out, so we're gonna pull another one. So for the studies this week for Hey Slay. Okay. Yeah, there was something here about like a message of just be patient. When I read tarot, I see the Hangman as like a short delay. Just like something that's not happening instantly, but it's also closer than you think. It's not like something you have to wait years and years and years to have, and have to release your attachment and whatever. Something is going to start moving very quickly. Something you've been waiting for, and that's been taking a while, is going to start moving faster. All right, what else do we got here then? Whoa. All right, yeah, 8 of Swords, and I just saw your chat about how studying takes time, health, and finances. You could be right now feeling like, oh my God, I'm going to be in university forever. I'm going to be 100 years old by the time I get all this shit done. And right now it's like, I can't spend money on this because I have to pay for school. Or it's like, I don't have time to do this or this that I want because I have to study. It's sacrifices. And I can understand if you're maybe feeling a little trapped by all of this hard work and all these sacrifices you have to do. Maybe you feel like you're sacrificing your youth for this. So let's see. What's the answer here? And then I guess look at the bigger picture, right? It's like, well, you're not going to be like that forever. It's your efforts are not wasted. I know that for sure. But let's see what else can we get. Okay, there's something, so you're getting better at, there's something here that you're balancing with the Two of Pentacles. I'm not sure if this is like you're 2 years into school or you have 2 years left. There could be something like that if we wanted to do timing, but I'm also seeing you being able to balance like your work. If you work at the same time as studying, because I know a lot of people do have to. You're getting a good balance between like your work life and your studying life, but also like your studying, your student life, and your personal life. It's been tough. I totally see that, how you've been juggling so much. You have all these balls in the air, but it's like this message I'm getting is like, just, it's okay. Like, hang in there. It's a little, things might be a little topsy-turvy right now, but hang in there because you're going to find a good balance. Okay. Yeah, girl, you're setting yourself up for future success. That was an unfortunate time to have a hiccup. You're not wasting your youth if that is something you're worried about. No, not at all. You're using this time in your life where you have the time, the freedom, the energy, the mental and physical energy, and the resources around you to set you up for, like I said, to set you up for success and long-term well-being. Long-term, there's job security here, whatever it is, depending, whatever it is that you're studying. If you're getting your master's, obviously that's going to lead you to a good career. And with this being Pentacles, like there's money to be made in the future, and it is all yours to have, and it's the reward for all of this hard work you've been doing. It is all going to pay off. So that's the message that Spirit wants you to remember this week with your studies. And so best of luck to you. I'm very excited. I'm very proud of you, and to all the others, who are on stream here that are doing their post-secondary and stuff, because I know that's hard. I've been through that too, and it's not my master's. I'm not that educated, but I know it's hard, but it does feel so good to be done and to have your qualifications, to have the diploma or the certificate, whatever, in your hand, and it's like, oh my God, I did it. I did that. That was me. I earned this. So I'm excited for you. It looks like it's going to be a good week for you academically. All right. And then we had, Coops. Okay. Wants a love reading. Okay. Also, thank you for that super chat. That helps me a lot. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So we'll do Coop's reading, and then there was a user, Only Daughter, I think was their name. I know they had a question too, and I felt drawn to them. But we'll do Coop's first. A love reading. Love reading. Okay. The love reading for Coops. Spirit, what do we have? What do they need to know for right now? And I'm going to say for the short term, for the near future. 3 to 6 months, I'm being told to look at the next 3 to 6 months for you, for your love connections. Okay, what do we got for Oracle? 2. There's almost all of these readings have had like 2 cards. Okay. 1 sounds, out of context, the message is going to sound a little weird, but don't worry, we will clarify it. Now, first of all, we have your commitment is being tested. The second one we have is nothing will come of the situation. And that's the one that I said, don't worry about. We're going to find out a little bit more. I have the feeling that it's like if you have fears, that's like nothing will come of the fears that you have. But let's first look, I'm going to clarify first that Oracle card that said your commitment is being tested. There is like your commitment to yourself. Ooh. So maybe perhaps there's, yeah, your commitment to yourself here. Ace of Pentacles, I don't, like, again, I don't know how long you've been single for, but this, if we want to do timing, this suggests to me at least a year. And you perhaps have been, or over the course of the last year, you've been maybe feeling like it's just baby steps. It's like, you know, 1 step forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 1 step forward, 3 steps back, you know, and it can be very frustrating and perhaps a bit disappointing. And I also am seeing like perhaps that you've just not had a lot of great luck with like meeting people that are on the same wavelength as you, like with your mental and emotional maturity. Okay, let's see what else we got here about the commitment being tested. Oh, your commitment to your, okay, I get it now. I get it. Your commitment to yourself is being tested because now we have this Fool card. When it's time to enter a new relationship, I mean, you know, should you choose to be committed and you know, I for some reason I keep wanting to say full time with someone, long term. That's what I'm trying to say. That's great, but at the same time, how committed are you to your own boundaries, to your own values, to your own like preferences? What are you willing to tolerate? What are you not willing to tolerate? And like stick to those things. Okay, so I see where that's where your commitment's being tested. Now, let's clarify that one that said nothing will come of the situation. Now, I had the feeling it was like nothing will come of like what you're worried about, what your fears are. But let's see what Spirit has to say about that. Clarifying that oracle card that said nothing will come of the situation. Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. It doesn't mean that there's no love coming into your life, because there will be love, but here's what I got. Until there's healing that needs to take place. And until you've perhaps made peace with yourself, I get that with King of Cups. Now the gender is not like super important here. It's the energy though. Yeah, once you've made peace with yourself, once you have like started to consistently love yourself, and I'm gonna say actively love yourself, because it's not just how we feel about ourselves, it's how we treat ourselves, and it's how we I'm going to be careful saying this, but it's how we allow others to treat us. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people treat us like crap and we had no control over it. But sometimes if someone is like overstepping our boundaries and we just ignore and keep letting it happen, we don't stand up for ourselves, they will do it again and again and again, right? All right. So until you've gotten into that like consistent habit of treating yourself well, of standing up for yourself, you're going from this place of, I love Six of Swords because it's all about going from like chaos to calm. It's a tough transition, but it's going to have a good result for you. I have Temperance. That's where I know the healing message comes from. There is a lot of spiritual healing. You've been doing lots of inner work. I know that. I definitely feel that. I am just getting that it's not just your own healing. Like there's sorry, I'm having trouble verbalizing stuff today. I'm just going to give you the mental image that Spirit's giving me, okay? You're sitting in this room, there's a beam of light shining on you. This beam of light like regenerates you. It heals you. So there's the inner work that you're doing to heal yourself, but there's also just Spirit saying, sit back and let us heal you too with our love. Then I have justice. Then it's like something is made balanced again, and you're in a better position to be in a healthy relationship in the future. So I think this is kind of saying there's no new relationship just yet until there's been a little bit more, until there's been a little bit more progress. Any last words of advice for Coops from Spirit? Any timelines or anything that we can get, Spirit, just as an estimate? No, I'm being told no timeline. I can't, because sometimes we can estimate it, but Spirit's telling me that I am not allowed to know. It's something that you will have to go in and connect with Spirit and find for yourself. However, I do have, don't worry about this devil card, don't worry. It's just once a lot of past hurts have been processed, once a lot of stuff has been let go of. Okay, once a lot of, I'm hearing something about smoke being cleared or like darkness has cleared, then it will happen. Then you will have a stronger foundation for a healthy relationship in the future. So I'm sorry, I couldn't give you a timing estimate. Spirit was very strong about that I was not allowed to know that. But it's something that you can look into spiritually and perhaps find out. But I love this. There's love coming to your life, there's healing, and then there's love. So that's what I have for you, Coops. Again, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go back up. Like I gotta go way back up into the chat here to find the one I wanted. Yeah, it was, okay, their name was Only Daughter. Only Daughter wants a reading about their job. So, Only Daughter, if you're still in the stream, thank you for your patience. Yeah, so let's change gears. So, Spirit, we're going to think about the user Only Daughter, and you know exactly this person, you know their energy and their situation, and I'm going to trust that you will provide me the information that we need. Information about their job and their work. What is okay for us to know that we can talk about on stream? What is, wow, important for her to know? I'm assuming her because he had daughter in the name, so. Okay, a time to give rather than take. The end, there are 3 oracle cards. I had 3, like for sure. I had 3 that fell out face up, and I feel like I'm supposed to show these ones to you. So there was a time to give rather than take. There's the end of a tough cycle approaches. And there's your hard work paying off. Your hard work is paying off. A time to give rather than take. Spirit, what is this about? This is about giving, it's like giving to yourself. Okay, I'm going to clarify this again with cards though. So giving to yourself rather than taking from yourself. That's interesting. Giving, oh, perhaps you've been like emotionally giving what you don't have. I mean, it could be materially as well. I do feel that like in your energy, you're very generous towards others, but not towards yourself. And I'm smiling, not because it's funny, but because I know exactly what that's like. I know exactly how that feels. So let's clarify that one. give to yourself rather than let others take. Oh yeah. There's something about like valuing equality. This is a time right now, and like it is very, it's noble of you to be generous and to want to give of yourself. I think it's very sweet. It shows that you have a kind heart with good intentions, but Spirit's saying, make sure you're being compensated just for the time being. Make sure you're being compensated for the work that you do. And whatever effort that you're, giving out to others, like it's got to be given back to you. And it's okay to expect that. It's okay to expect that and to ask for that. So perhaps if it's like work, because we're talking about work, if you've been covering people's shifts or whatever, and like you've just been taking on all these extra hours, your scheduled shifts plus these other coworkers and stuff, it's time for you to start being like, okay, well, I'll cover it, but we got to trade. If I cover your Thursday shift, can you cover my Saturday? Or like something like that. Well, if I help you with this project and I tell you this, like, can you help me? Can you proofread this for me? It's okay to ask for something in return. It's okay to ask for support in return. That's why I have for that time to give instead of take. You're giving to yourself, right? Okay, so then we're going to clarify the end of a tough cycle approaches. I have the butterfingers slippery hands today with my cards. Holy crap. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay, so let's get more info on that, because that is good news. I love seeing that the end of the tough cycle is coming. Six of Wands. And what's really funny is that this one did try to flip out multiple times when I was shuffling. Like I think it tried to flip out like twice. So it's very important. There's a victory here. You're again with the word vindicated, and it's like you were correct about something and you're being acknowledged and given the credit. You're being given the credit that you're owed for something that you've been doing. What else do we have here? Something has taken a lot out of you. I can understand that. Honestly, I was going to say depending on your job or your industry, but any job, any industry, the hard work you do, whatever it is that you've been doing, I see where it's taken a lot of your energy. It's taken a lot of your emotional, I think, well-being, because I'm seeing something about not just your mental bandwidth, but your emotional bandwidth. And you've been very patient and you've been very dedicated to something that's going on that you've been doing here. And yeah, Spirit's saying now it's your turn to get that recognition, because you've given so much of yourself. And then we're going to clarify this hard work paying off oracle card. Sweet. All right. Well, we got Tower and the Hermit. Tower, don't worry about this Tower. It doesn't mean that anything bad is going to happen. The Tower is all about upheaval and like big changes. But whatever this thing that you've been doing, working on, it's been a long time. It's been a long time of this, hasn't it? Because you've had to uproot some of your personal routines. Like if you have been having to cover shifts and stuff and take on other people's work, or as well as your own, I see where it's like, oh crap, I'm not free on Thursday anymore because I got to cover for Mary, or I don't know who Mary is, but I'm not. Oh crap, I can't do this now because, I got to go to bed early because I got to be up at 5 because I got to open, or I got, whatever it is, right? Yeah, and maybe you feel like you've been kind of isolated in this, perhaps like, I don't know how big your workplace is or anything, but perhaps you're feeling like you're the only one that's been putting in all of this effort, and maybe you're feeling a bit, maybe a bit isolated because if you have been working a lot more than usual lately, that does take a bite out of your social life. I know that. Because it's hard to have free time and to have time for other people when you're just constantly at work. But there's something new coming. Now, I got the sense of like perhaps a promotion or like a new position like within that workplace as your reward for this hard work you've been doing. It is owed to you. I'm looking at the bottom of the deck now with 3 of Wands. For some reason, I'm just hearing it is owed to you. So, your hard work's paying off. It's not going to stay difficult forever. You're going to be, I love this for you. Like, I can't shake this like notion that you're going to be compensated and credited and rewarded for everything that you have done recently at your work. So that's what I have for you. Okay. Megan, can I have advice or things I need to know from Spirit? Sure. Let's see. Well, we're going to change gears and we're going to look at Megan and if there is anything important for her to know. I mean, there's always going to be important stuff for us to know because life is an ongoing, ever-moving thing. But that's the things that are okay to, you know, talk about on stream. That's or things that are like really important in the moment for her to know right now. Okay. I had an oracle card fall out. What was that? Take time to breathe out. Take time to breathe out, and there's don't let pride get in your way. I'm not going to keep this one as part of the reading. Like I'm going to just leave the card in the deck, but on the bottom we have you're very close to achieving your goal. So let's look at the tarot now. Take time to breathe out. Okay, this is the energy that I'm feeling. This is the energy of somebody who's been on edge for a long time, who has been anticipating something, and I'm not going to say literally holding their breath, but you know the expression, well, don't hold your breath. But like you have been like figuratively holding your breath because it's like you're preparing for something, but there's like anxiety attached to it. So what's going on here? Chariot and Knight of Cups. Okay, an offer or some kind of like like an offer or a proposal of some type where it's like, hey, do you want to take this to the next level? Do you want to take the next step? Do you want to go further with this? Because bottom of the deck, there's the Fool card. That's a new chapter. That's something new coming into your life. So it's like, just breathe. Don't worry about your future. That's a big message, is don't worry about your future. Again, on the bottom of the deck, 7 of Swords, I'm just hearing your anxiety is lying to you. Now, I want to clarify this, don't let pride get in the way. Because I don't see it as like you're being prideful or vain or anything like that. But there is something about ego. And when I say ego, again, I don't mean like, oh, you're letting something get to your head or whatever. It's sometimes our ego tries to protect us, but it isn't actually that helpful, right? Don't let pride get in your way. What's that about, Spirit? Yeah, okay, don't let your ego get in the way. For whatever reason, it's keeping you feeling stuck in this like holding your breath state of, I don't dare move just in case I wreck this, or like just anticipating, waiting for, again, another cliche here, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Because maybe you're in a situation where you're like, things are actually working out, you're about to start doing something that like you're passionate about, but you're worried because it's like, oh, what if this is too good to be true? Okay, that's the ego, and that is keeping you trapped. Empress and Queen of Wands. Whatever it is, excuse me, itchy face. Whatever it is that you create, or that you do, or that you're trying to manifest, it's coming with the Empress. It's growing. It's not ready yet, but it's growing. And I'm just getting like, keep creating, keep going, keep trying, keep moving. You know, keep going with this. Don't stop. And again, I don't know what it is, but that you do. But what I'm just hearing from Spirit is like, don't stop painting. Finish the painting, even though you're not sure if you like where it's going. You won't know until it's done, and you won't know it's done until, or it's like it's not done until you feel that in your heart and your gut and your soul that it is complete. And there's also just like another example that Spirit's giving me is like, don't stop dancing. You don't stop until the music is done and the curtain goes down. Even if you're afraid, even if you're worried, oh, nobody, and I don't know if this may not be literal, maybe it is for you, but I was kind of seeing this as more figurative language. But, you know, don't be afraid of, well, nobody's going to notice, or nobody's going to care, or what if nobody likes it, or, you know, what if I end up just being made to feel stupid and small and embarrassed because of, you know, I'm putting myself out there. Don't worry about that. That is your ego getting in the way. That is your anxiety lying to you. Keep going, keep creating, keep doing what you're going to manifest. It's still growing. So let's look at what is Megan going to manifest, because it's something good. It's something beautiful. I want to know what Megan's going to manifest. If that is something that is okay for us to know, Spirit. Oh, what fell out? Security. Okay, having everything you need. Perhaps there is something about money, financial security, or there is financial security. I do pick that up. But there's also like feeling secure within yourself, who you are in yourself. Again, I'm being reminded of the solar plexus chakra. These pentacles are even yellow. Our solar plexus chakra is yellow, or it's represented as being yellow. And it's like, don't give up yet, because you are going to manifest whatever it is, the security, the having what it is that you need. And is there anything else here? Yes. You will have the knowledge. You will have the knowledge that you need. Now, it's a King of Swords, the gender, like I always say, the gender is not really the important part. It's the energy. This King of Swords is wise. They are very learned. They are, it's not just about being smart. It's about being wise. You know, like that saying, knowledge is knowing a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad, right? And what's more valuable here is the wisdom is the not putting the tomatoes in the fruit salad. You are getting the knowledge and the wisdom that you need to be able to achieve this goal that you have. It's good. It's good. I love this for you. Bottom of the deck, by the way, Emperor. We have Emperor, and then Empress showed up in your reading. You are a boss ass bitch. And I say that with love and respect. Like there's something you're taking command of now, because you're not afraid anymore. I'm so excited for you. So congratulations. I'm wishing you all the best. So happy for you. What a brilliant message. Everybody has such good messages today. Tammy says, oh, hello. Yeah, Tammy. Right. Tammy says hello from Viking, Alberta. Ooh, visiting your stepfather. I hope that your stepfather feels better soon. I do see where you said that he is sick. We'll just take a second here to send or to pray for the healing and the comfort and the well-being of Tammy's stepfather. Spirit knows exactly who it is, so we don't need names or nothing. Provide comfort, provide peace of mind, provide health for him and for the family. Okay, and so it is. Oh, he does. Okay, I see where Cancer. That's I understand. That's a tough one because that's not always one that, get well soon doesn't always cover it. But that I did also just feel really drawn to pray for the well-being and the comfort and the peace. So, again, best wishes. I hope that he will, be okay and can be comfortable and your family can be comfortable. Okay. Oh, I'm glad I was able to help you out, Megan. You're welcome. I like these. I love that reading. It's similar to another reading I got before. Kind of freaky, but the confirmation I definitely needed. There you go. There you go. Yeah, and I see, Tammy, you're saying this transition is hard, but love is always there. And he's never going to forget that love and that care that, that his family is provided, that your family is provided. And if it's one of those things where he can't get better, then we're going to pray that his transition will be smooth and loving and peaceful. And so it is. Mike is asking, how is my situation going to play out? What's your situation? Also, I really want, there's a Jersey Shore joke in there somewhere, because isn't that, there's a guy that they called the situation, wasn't his name Mike? Anyways. What is your situation, Mike? Or just the gist of it, if you don't have to share every detail if you don't want to. Or is it just, just like you just want me to pull a card and you know what it is and your gut feeling will tell you. Okay. And that's holding feelings back. Fiendish? Or do you mean like friend that's holding feelings back? Or, whoa. Friend that's holding feelings back. Okay. Well, okay. A friend that's holding feelings back. Is it like you like this person and maybe they like you, but they're just not really emoting it? Let's see. Anyways, let's see what we got. Bottom of the deck, it's time to take action. Okay, you said both. Okay, so I'm interpreting the energy correctly here. So yeah, first oracle card was it's time to take action. We're going to clarify that in a minute. Is there a second oracle card, Spirit, or will that one just do? Obviously, there's a second one because I'm still going ahead and pulling a second one. Okay, there's time to take action. Nothing set in stone yet. Okay, now. So let's look at that time to take action one. We're going to clarify that. What kind of action is it time for? Really, what I was getting, it's like just ask her, or him. Again, gender not really important here, but it was just ask. I don't know if you're familiar with Billy Joel, but I haven't listened to Billy Joel in years. It's been at least 5 years. But he's got a song that goes, tell her about it. You know, tell her all your crazy dreams. Do, 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 do. Let her know how much she means. That's what I'm getting. And I see where you're saying scared. So that's the first thing. Tell her, just ask her. But let's get more info from the tarot. To take action. Oh, okay. She's very sweet. She is very, very sweet. But she's also she's very smart. And I think it's because she's learned I'm going to call it a tough lesson. It doesn't mean that if a bad thing happened to her, it doesn't mean she deserved whatever the bad thing was that led to the tough lesson. It's just, there was something from her past that was quite serious, and she's learned a lot from it. She's taken this wisdom into her next relationships. She's very careful. Keep being a friend. Keep showing your compassion. Keep showing your care. And yeah, again, it's this keep being a friend with no, it's like, and I know that you already know this, but keep being a friend without the expectation of her giving her love or her body or her whatever in return. Care about her because you care about her, you know? Show her that love because you love her, or, you know, the different kinds of love. But yeah, keep showing her that love and that respect and that care. Yeah, I got Hermit card where okay, I get it. Now, I don't know what she's been through. You don't have to say anything in the chat about that. I don't need to know. But what I do have here is perhaps she does feel a bit isolated because she thinks that that's what's going to protect her. Now, we're going to look at that nothing is set in stone. We're going to clarify that one. I'm very excited for you. Sorry, I'm just like, ah! Nothing is yet set in stone. If she has said something in the past, like, I'm never dating again, I'm never, like, because I keep picking up something about never again. That's something, a declaration that she's made, like, to herself or, you know, for herself. There's that, just never again. I will never let someone get this close again. I will never fall in love again. I will never date again. Like, there's just this, I will not, never, ever again. That's what is not set in stone. And I understand why she says this and feels this. I do. I truly do. But we have Page of Cups. She has feelings. She has the feelings for you. We're allowed, Spirit saying it's okay, because I think this is something you already know. That's why it's okay to talk about here. She has those feelings for you. She does like you. There's a crush here. Thinks you're very... guys sometimes get offended when women think that they are cute, but the word cute comes to mind. She thinks you're cute. She thinks you're handsome. She's going to realize over time that you are there for her, that you are genuine with your feelings for her with that Strength card. That, and I love this because you start as friends first. And so there is that solid foundation. You have gotten to know each other over however long you've known each other. There was no expectation of, I put in kindness coins and she puts out for me, you know? I get the feeling that you're not that kind of person. So I'm very happy that you're a good guy here and you have good intentions. I feel that you're very genuine. As she will realize kind of slowly she'll realize slowly over time that like, oh, he means it. He's not going anywhere. You know, he's my friend. Above all else, he is my friend. And she's going to see how over like this time that you have consistently been there for her and been that true friend for her. So yeah, what's not set in stone is her declaration of never again, her closing off her heart. That's not set in stone. So let's look for any other advice here, Spirit, for Mike. Love knowing that Mike is a good dude and is genuine and can be a very good source of light and love in this girl's life. What else do we have here just for other advice? There's something long-term for you. 10 of Pentacles. This is also the like intergenerational card. So I'm just saying, should you and her, you know, your relationship continue, become long-term, should you choose to have a family together, Spirit saying that is something that you can have. That is literally in the cards for you. Like, yeah, usually that's just an expression, but literally in the cards for you. Yeah, emotional fulfillment, your wish coming true and her wish coming true. Yep, new beginning. But you have to be patient. Yep. Yeah, because look at bottom of the deck again, there's the Justice card. Something's balanced out. You just, and I think you already know this, but yeah, Spirit's saying just be patient. Tell her how you feel and let her know that you're there for her and that you're willing to, you know, let her take her time to think about it and to, you know, process things. And if, you know, if she feels more comfortable with taking things slow, then just let her know that that's absolutely okay. Because it seems like your connection with her, it's going to really help her, like with her past hurts. Now, the thing about past hurts and trauma is that they don't all completely go away, but there is something here about her being with you and her experience with you kind of, it's the opposite of it'll be the opposite of what she's been through in the past. And she's going to see where it's like, all right, it is okay. I do deserve love. This is okay. Something is being made correct, and the universe is like compensating her for her struggle and pain. And this is good. It's good. You're both getting what you want. So that seems to be the advice for you. Just let her know how you feel and that, hey, like, don't worry, don't rush. You don't have to say anything right away. Like, think about it. You know, I'm here. And, you know, whether it's as your lover or as your friend, I'm here. But I do feel like it will turn into long-term love. Okay, so that's what I have for you. I really hope that was helpful. I'm so glad that I see your comment here. I'm so glad you liked the reading. All right. Okay, Omega is asking for one guidance card regarding love life. Okay, we're getting a little third party. I'm gonna skip that second part, but I will do that first part, guidance for you regarding your love life. All right, Omega? And the reason it was easy for me to do Mike's question, even though it was a little bit third party, was because there were no specific names involved, and Spirit was showing me that it was something he already knew. He just needed that validation, okay? But absolutely, so Omega, for what I can do for you is pull an oracle card for your love life. And if it answers that second question you have, then it answers it, and that's awesome, okay? I hope you understand. I love doing love readings for people. I just have to use my best discretion when we do these third-party type of things. So, Omega. Why is this one coming up so much for people? Your commitment is being tested. I know you wanted just one guidance card, but I gotta do another one here. I gotta do a tarot. Okay. In what area is the commitment being tested for Omega? Okay. Again, why are there so many messages for like one's commitment to themselves? Excuse me, hiccups again. Anyway, there's been lots of inner work. You've been doing all kinds of inner work, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. And I'm very happy to see this, because it seems as though like you've been hurt in the past, and it's, again, I got to be careful saying this about how when I say you've let people hurt you, I don't mean it in a victim blaming way. I don't mean it as in like, well, you deserved it because oh, well, because you didn't put the boundary, so you deserve to get hurt. Like, that's not what I'm saying. A similar energy came up in somebody else's reading a little bit earlier, where it's like, what are you willing to tolerate? What are your deal breakers? What are your boundaries? You have in the past let people overstep your boundaries because maybe you were afraid of the confrontation, or perhaps like you didn't even know that you needed a boundary. That's something else I'm picking up. But there is love and happiness coming for you. 10 of Cups is happy home, happy family life, spiritual and emotional fulfillment for you when it comes to love. I said I was going to do one tarot, and look at, we have one oracle, 1, 2, 3, 4 tarot. Justice on the bottom again. Something's being made right. Love is coming to you. And it's just right now, yeah, it's just your love for yourself and your compassion for yourself. Yeah, the love that you give out freely to others. Please, like, yeah, I'm just getting like, please, like, accept that back for yourself, because you deserve that. You deserve for yourself all of the love that you share to everybody else. And then we have the Justice. What you want will come to you. It will be made, something will be made right. You will have what you want. But just for now, it's just, yeah, keep working on consistently setting and enforcing those boundaries, especially, and the big message is all about those boundaries. I know it's tough though. I completely get that. That is really, really hard, but you are strong and you can do this. You deserve the safety and the protection that your boundaries provide. That's why we have boundaries, right? That's why we have it. And that's okay. It's an act of self-love. If somebody doesn't like that you've put a boundary, something that you used to let them get away with in the past, that you're no longer like, no, we can't do this anymore. If they don't like that, that's to them. Like, the way people feel about your boundaries is not your responsibility. But the way in which you protect yourself, that is your responsibility, right? Your responsibility lies with yourself and your well-being. If other people don't like it, you don't have to care about that. Not your circus, not your clowns. So that is what I have for you, Omega. I really hope that was helpful. Yes, Brenda, that's a really good rule in the chat. No names of third parties if you're asking a love question. Oh, Alexis, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Tay says, hey from New Zealand. Wow, awesome. Hi from Canada. That is like almost a world away. Wow. Alexis is asking if walking away from her boo was the right decision. Okay. Yeah, we can look at that. Was that the right decision? I feel that was a hard decision. That was heartbreaking. Not just the breakup itself, but all of the contemplation, and you weighed out the pros and cons. You may have literally written a list of pros and cons, because I just see a pros and cons list of staying with that person. I see that was a decision that you really did not want to have to make, but okay, so I see that. That's the context Spirit's giving me. So let's look. Was that the right choice? I already know the answer, but we're gonna go through this anyway. What the hell is with this commitment being tested? The commitment to yourself. God, y'all saw me shuffle. You saw me shuffle these. God, what is this? Why is everybody on stream today getting this like commitment to themselves thing? Okay, commitment is being tested. Your commitment to yourself. All right, what else do we got then? Time for healing. Your commitment to your self-love and allowing yourself to heal, giving yourself permission to heal. I said I already knew the answer to this. I'll just tell you straight up, you made the right choice. This is 100% okay. Do not regret this. It's okay to feel sad about it. It's okay to grieve, especially, you know, if you did have some good times, good memories with this person. That is okay. It's okay to be sad about that. Breakups suck, and you know, they hurt for a while, but yeah, it's gonna be all right. We're gonna get into this more with the tarot though. Yeah, Imelda, I think you're right. We're all here in the same chat for a reason. Like mine, same card. All right, but for Alexis, let's just get some more info. So walking away from that relationship, Spirit is saying yes was the right choice. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. It was time to move on with Chariot, and yeah, it's time for you to heal, and for whatever reason that you wouldn't have gotten the full benefits of your healing had you stayed in that connection and that relationship with that person. It doesn't mean that person was bad. You know, not all of our exes in life are bad people. Sometimes relationships run their course, and sometimes what was in alignment for you 5 years ago is not the same as what was in alignment for you now, you know? And yeah, there's time for healing yourself, and without being in that relationship with that person, you will reap the full benefits of this healing process. I have here with the Page of Cups, I'm hearing from Spirit, love surrounds you everywhere where you go. Because, well, there's a lot of reasons for this, but I also am getting like a energy of like a lot of flirting. Like maybe you're a very like cute and flirty person, but I'm also getting that like other people see this and pick up on this. And you know what how it is, like sometimes you don't realize like how many admirers you have until you are suddenly single, right? And these it seems like these people sort of come out of the woodwork like, hey, I always thought you were really pretty, or like, you know, I always kind of had a crush on you, and you know, they're shooting their shot now. So yeah, if you're worried about if anybody, you know, oh my gosh, like what if nobody wants me because I dated X, Y, and Z person, or you know, or whatever, don't worry about that. You're perfectly desirable and wonderful, and it's all just the way you are. Love surrounds you everywhere you go. Now, what else do we have for Alexis? Oh my God, yeah, look at that. Lovers. Love, again, surrounds you everywhere you go. Everywhere you go in life, there's love that will follow. It's just time to be by yourself, and that's okay. This is why you made this is why it was the right choice. just some time for yourself. Hermit it's an interesting card because, sometimes, it is about isolation and the dark side of being alone and being isolated, but that's not what I feel for you in this one. The Hermit is also, they're also somebody that's devoted to their self-study, gaining wisdom and learning through their independence. It's time for you right now to experience life independently as a single person while you're healing. And if you're worried about if you'll ever, fall in love again or have a good relationship in the future, Spirit's saying, don't worry, because you will. This is good. This is good. See, perhaps the relationship, when I'd said a minute ago, how sometimes our exes are bad people, but not always. Some of our exes, there's nothing really wrong with them. It just, the relationship ran its course or just wasn't quite right, or just wasn't quite compatible. The forever person that is meant to be in your life, that person that you choose to marry, because I was seeing a wedding dress, I was seeing the rose petals and walking down the aisle, I was seeing like a little flower girl in a poofy, frilly little thing, very sweet. I see that is in your future, and you would not have had that to the best and fullest extent had you stayed in that relationship that you had left behind, right? It's okay to leave stuff behind because there is something better coming. And I'm happy for you. I'm glad you made that right choice. Just looking at the bottom of the deck for these oracle cards, prosperity lies ahead. Yeah, do not worry about this time. It's okay. Feel however you feel. Process, sit with your feelings. Don't hide them or deny them. Process what you got to process and grieve what you got to grieve. But I'm just saying, it's okay. It's okay. There's much happiness in the future. You are going to be so much happier than you would have been had you stayed in that relationship. Okay? So that's what I have for you. I really hope that was helpful. Let's look at Rhea. Is it Rhea or Raya? Hep. I try not to get people's names wrong if I can help it. I always got to ask, how do I pronounce this? Anyways, Rhea is asking what the next year holds. So what does next year hold for Rhea/Raya? What does next year hold? Next stream, I should get my runes out. I realized I haven't used those in a very long time. I'm gonna have to do that. I don't know why that just came to mind, but what does next year hold for Rhea? Don't let your past hold you back. Whatever you've been through this year, or 2024, the couple months of 2025 we've had, even well before that. Next year, it's not going to hold you back anymore. That's exciting. You and your loved ones are safe. That's why it's okay to let go of the past. Okay, I see, because it's safe. You are safe now to let go of the past. Yeah. That's a tough one though, because our brains and our nervous system and all that, our brains are designed to keep us alive, not necessarily keep us happy, right? And that's something I had learned from years and years of therapy. So it's not something I came up with. I'm just repeating something I'd already heard from a professional. But yeah, sometimes we experience a trauma, and to protect us, our brain goes no, never again. Never, never, never. And a situation comes up in the future that, or that reminds you of what you've been through, and you're like, no, avoid, 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 no, no, no. It's a survival, it's a human behavior, it's a survival thing. There's no shame in that, right? And so if that's something that you've been kind of wrestling with, just know, like, it's okay. It's completely understandable. Maybe why your past is kind of holding you back, because there's this attitude about I just see kind of like in the general population where it's like, oh, you're stuck in the past, and like how that's like a moral failing, or how that's like a bad trait or a red flag or whatever. It's literally just because that's how our brains try and protect us. So it's okay. Whatever happened to you in the past, you're not going to be in that kind of danger anymore come the future. You are safe. What else can we get here, Spirit? Okay, this is good. I like this for you. In the next year, now I feel we spent enough time talking about, the traumas of the past and stuff like that. But you're going to start also remembering good things that were from your past. Right? And there is a whole actual, again, with the brain and the survival instinct and stuff, people, it's just a human thing. People do tend to have that negative bias and remember the negatives more so than the positives. Again, it's not a character flaw. It's not like anything that's wrong with you. It's literally just you protecting yourself, right? And that's okay. That's natural. What you're going to start seeing is now remembering the good things, and like remembering those happy moments. And then something else I'm seeing for your the next year for you is there's something about nostalgia here. You're doing something, some kind of activity or something that's going to, like, it's going to unlock old memories, but good ones, safe ones, happy ones that you're like, oh yeah, I forgot all about that. I don't know if you have your own children, but I'm getting something about children in your family. So this could be your extended family, your nieces or nephews or whatever. They're going to help you to, unlock these happy memories. What else is coming for the future for you? There's security with our 9 of Pentacles. There's having what you need, and like everything you need is at your fingertips. It's all within reach. The things you want to accomplish, it's like reach out and grab it. Of course. And I have 3 of Cups, good friendships, and a lot of good times with good people in your life. So what I like is not only are you unlocking like happy nostalgic memories, you are also creating happy and nostalgic memories in the coming year. So I'm excited for you. I'm very excited for you. Is there anything else for Rhea to know? I love this. Strength. I'm so happy for you. This is like this coming year. I'm seeing like it's this year throughout 2025 and 2026. It's like this is the strongest you've ever felt. This is the most secure that you've ever felt. This is the best you've ever felt. And it's so exciting. It's like Spirit's trying to show me something. Okay, if looking at your past, if we could use the analogy of looking out a dirty window to kind of describe what it was like looking at your past and what you've been through, all of a sudden it's like that window is being made clean and you see things clearly. You get the sunlight that comes in and shines on you and warms you and makes you feel good. You have access now to like all of this energy. I'm looking off this way because my window is that way. I don't know. Not that you guys can see that, but everything that you always deserved, you have easier access to throughout this year and into next year. So I'm very happy for you. There's a lot of healing that's taking place and yeah, you're safe. You're safe now. You're comfortable. You don't have to be in survival mode anymore. You are remembering good things from your past and you're creating very positive memories for your future. Now, I have time for one more, and then I think I'm going to wrap up here. I'm feeling kind of like guided to just, this is the last one. We're going to wrap up. Imelda she was on my list and she had to go. So my apologies, Imelda. But you know what? We'll catch you next time on stream. No big deal. Deb is asking, I have an interview for a new career. Does Spirit see this as a positive? And I think that's the one we're going to end on today. So my apologies to everybody that I did not get to. It's not personal. It's just the way she goes on this channel today. I'll be back. I'm back. I'm here every week, sometimes twice a week. Sometimes I'm here on Wednesdays, but I'm here on Sundays. And if I'm going to stream on Wednesday, I'll let you all know, but we'll come to that bridge. We'll cross it when we get there. So for Deb, has an interview. What does Spirit have to say about that? Is that a positive? Is that a good step? Is that a step in the right direction? Yes, luck is on your side. I love that. Super exciting. Super happy for you. Luck is on your side. That's a really good sign. That's like for first card of your reading. I love that. Great way to start off. But what else can we get for information here? So Spirit sees it as a net positive, and I'm hearing that net positive, net gain. So that's good. Okay, all right. Yeah, and well, the fact that you got an interview is showing me that you're ready to leave one situation because you want to start a different one, where I see where maybe you're currently at does feel very restrictive. You just maybe feel like you've reached the top and that's it. Yeah, and was it last week's stream? I can't remember. It was recently. Somebody else had a reading that there was similar energy where the image that Spirit gave me was a fish that was too big for its tank. And, you know, if the fish wants to keep growing, but in order for that to happen, you had to either change the tank or release the fish into the wild for it to just grow as big as it needs to, as big as its nature will allow. And I feel like in this moment with where you are at, like currently, you are that fish. That feels weird calling you a fish. I'm so sorry. I don't mean that to be rude, but like figuratively, okay? I'm sure you understand what I mean. Yeah, well, I also have here with our Page of Pentacles where maybe financially in that recent career or where you're kind of currently at, you've kind of hit the top as far as like the pay scale and stuff, but it's still, you still feel in your heart that there's room for improvement and room to grow. I have the Emperor. This is the employer for like a new job. I'm gonna just pull one for that Emperor. What's that all about? Because it's like they take notice, and again, gender not really important. He or she think that like there's something about you being like a strong candidate, and they really take notice of you. Getting like the compensation that you deserve. It's like, hey, you're serving us. This is how we're gonna serve you. They're giving you also, it may take a little bit of time perhaps to hear back from them, especially if they have lots of candidates to go through, but don't take that as ghosting, okay? It's just one of these things that for, again, whatever reason, it might be a few days before you hear back. And then there's Temperance. I'm seeing that you're being given the time and the space and the grace to get used to this new role, to get yourself comfortable and familiar. And they're giving you time to grow because this is going to be something that's very different than what you were used to. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. I love it. That's like the continuous prosperity. The longer, it's one of those things like, well, the longer you stay, the better we pay, the better your results, the better your rewards, your hard work doesn't go unnoticed at this new place. And this seems like a place where you may feel you want to stay long term. If we wanted to do timing with this, I would say at least 10 years. Like this could be like your forever position, whether it's within that specific company or in that specific field, industry. But it's good. It's good. Spirit sees that as a positive. So best of luck to you. Let us know if you want to. Let us know how that goes and how things turn out, because I'm really rooting for you. I hope that it goes really well. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. Again, the bracelets I had today, if you like them, the link to the Otter Spirit store is in the description. The ones I'm wearing are lava stone, hematite, and black tourmaline, and they are part of the protection bundle. So go to the link that I have in the description. You'll see much more about it there. There is also a discount code. I think it's in the description as well. You'll get a discount. You're asking, do I ship to the UK? It's not me that the bracelets come from. The store is Otter Spirit, but I think they ship to the UK. If you may have to just double check, but I think they do. I'm not too sure, but yeah, so there's that. Yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the super chats and it's not just the super chats that support me, obviously. It's you guys being here. It's the thumbs up, it's the subscribes, it's the lurkers, it's the commenters, it's everybody who even just scrolls past and watches 5 seconds of this, right? I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your weekend and a brilliant, wonderful week coming up. I will see you next time.